everyone, Amanda here with Moses and Me Card Company. Today we are going to showcase the cards we created using the Assignments and Stamp card kit, the limited edition card kit called Holy Night. This is a beautiful card kit containing more religious imagery of Christmas. I was really excited to see that. I like to showcase or celebrate the birth of Christ for Christmas cards. So this was a nice card kit that came out that has a lot of products to do that with. So starting off, let's see what we get in the kit. We get a midnight green. We get, these are all Simon Says Stamp cardstocks. Midnight green, schoolhouse red, a cream cardstock, and a soft navy. You also get a glitter silver cardstock, a glitter gold cardstock, and then you get a two-sided adhesive sheet. In the kit is also some envelopes. You get an A2 size envelope in Schoolhouse Red. There's a shimmery cream, a wood grain brown, and then a slimline soft navy envelope, rather. Continuing on with the paper, you get a 6x6 paper pad of Echo Park. This is their, let's see here, The First Noel by Echo Park. So you get a lot of two-sided sheets. You can tell it's got Mary and Joseph. It's got some Christmas iconography, graphics rather. It's got the three wise men. It's just got some really pretty cut-aparts that celebrate Christmas. We also get a 5-piece stencil set. This is called it's a 5-piece layering Holy City Skyline stencil, and I guess you use those together to build the Holy Skyline, so that'll be kind of fun to use. We get a little angel wafer die. We also get the stylized Holy Star die, which is a really pretty die. We get a tin of the Sizzix. This is gold circle sequins, so that can be used to adorn our cards. We get some golden rose paper glaze, which I think I left downstairs. You'll see me use that in the card kit though. So then we get a palette knife to spread that. We get also a tonic aqua shimmer pen, and then we get an embossing folder called Refracted, which is really pretty, kind of looks like stars as well. And then last but not least, we get this 6x8 stamp set. This is called Holy Night, and you'll see it's got a bunch of images of Joseph and Mary in the manger. And then of course we have some farm animals and the wise men, and just some really pretty sentiments celebrating Christmas. There you have it. Let's see what cards we can create using this kit. Thanks so much. Look forward to showing you what we do. Alright, so for card number 1, I wanted to start fairly easy. So I took the angel die that we got in the kit and cut it out of some of the cream cardstock. I cut several layers out, so this has got a little bit of dimension. And then I inlaid some of the pattern paper that we got in the kit. And then of course this is the gold cardstock that we got, the gold shimmer cardstock that we got in the kit. And I also brought in the memory box holiday glitter pad and just grabbed some red cardstock out of that to give that heart just a little bit of sparkle. And then I also brought in some holiday sentiments from Spellbinders. This is the Holiday Sentiments Series 2 to get that joy to the world. And there you have card number 1. So that one was fairly easy. And of course this is both pattern paper that we got in the kit. And then one of those panels is popped up on some fun foam, so it's got a little bit of dimension. And then of course the angel has a little bit of dimension. And I also brought in some gems that I have. These are the Color Essentials Gold Mix Self-Adhesive Crystal Gems from Spellbinders. It's got some really pretty colors in there. Kind of a champagne-y gold color, so that's really pretty. And there you've got card number 1. Alright, so for card number 2, I brought in a couple of more dies. So first off, here's the card. This is the pattern paper from the card kit, as well as some of the gold cardstock that we got in the kit. And then for the die cut, this is again in that memory box, the holiday glitter pad. They've got like a really pretty red in here that I really like. And I took this joyful die that I have rather, from Simon Says Stamp. I think this is a couple of years old. It might be just one. This is from CZ Design. And just die cut that several times, stack the sentiments up. And I also brought in this holly berries that I have from MFT. I think this was like a freebie that you got if you ordered 60 one year. So of course I have that in my stash, and I brought in some of the red self-adhesive crystals from Spellbinders and just kind of sprinkled those around the sides there. And of course all this is the cardstock that we got in the kit. And lastly, this is a really big popular stamp set I use over the holidays. It's Tiny Words Christmas for the Yuletide greetings. So there you have card number 2. So far we're doing good. We're doing it nice and easy. For card number 3, again, I wanted to stick with some of the contents of the kit. So this is the soft navy that we got in the kit, and I used the embossing folder from the kit. This is of course the refracted embossing folder. So that cut out a really pretty textured background there that kind of look like stars. This is some of the pattern paper that we had in the kit. I just cut a strip of it out and of course centered the manger scene right below this star that we also got in the kit. The die cut that we got in the kit. Just cut that out of some of the silver cardstock that we got in the kit. Stacked it up a couple of times so it's got dimension. I brought some Love from Lizzie peel-offs in here to give it some sparkle around this part. And then again, I brought in the tiny Christmas words. Yep, Tiny Words Christmas for the Glory to God. And I just white heat embossed that on some of the red Schoolhouse red cardstock that we got in the kit. And then of course I sprinkled some of the silver mix adhesive crystals around, and there you have card number 3. So these are fairly simple cards so far. We've done nothing too complicated. For card number 4, I thought this one really turned out really pretty. This is what I came up with for card number 4. You can see I've got a lot of those gold crystals all over it, so it's really sparkly. I took some of that green cardstock that we got in the card kit, as well as this green pattern paper cardstock and some Love from Lizzie peel-offs. This is, I kind of like this. This kind of looks like a wreath to me. This is the braided border from MFT, and that's what that looks like. And I've of course mounted that panel on some fun foam. So that's got a little bit of dimension, and that of course in the background is some pattern paper from the kit. And I took my nativity circle. This is from, who is this from? Memory Box, I'm sorry. This is from Memory Box, and that just fit really perfectly inside of this little frame there. And cut that out of some craft cardstock, and then of course I cut the star out of some of that gold shimmer cardstock that we got in the kit. And then I used my hot foil plates to emboss Come Let Us Adore Him. This is from the mini Christmas sentiment strips. You get a whole bunch of the sentiments in there, and again use some more of the gold Spellbinders gems. You'll notice that there's 2 different types of golds in here. This one's a champagne-y gold, and this one's more of like a disco ball gold. This one I used kind of the disco ball gold and just kind of adorned all around the wreath. And there you have card number 4. I really liked how that one turned out. I thought that was pretty. For card number 5, I decided that I wanted to bring in the stamp set. I hadn't done that just yet. So here is card number 5. I stamped and used my Zig Clean, I never know what to call these things, Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers to color in Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. And at first I wasn't, you know how I don't like to fussy cut, but this background here was so stark and it was so white, so I didn't quite know what I wanted to do with that. So I brought in a background stamp. I of course cut and made masks for all of the images, and I brought in this background stamp. This is from Hero Arts. This is the Noel print bold stamp. And it's got like a really pretty scripty print there in the background. And so I masked them off and I stamped that in the background just to kind of give it a little bit of interest back there, and also kind of cover up the whiteness of the white cardstock that I stamped them on. And then I took, while I had them masked off, I took this image and stamped it using some fossilized amber, Distress Oxide ink, just to kind of create the rays around baby Jesus. I used one of the sentiments from the stamp set, and that I heat embossed. At first I heat embossed it in gold, but it was really hard to see on that background, so I reheat embossed it, and I heat embossed it in, I think this is navy, steel navy, from Simon Says Stamp, so that shows up. And then I also white heat embossed Glad Tidings of Great Joy, and that is from the Tiny Words Christmas stamp set. And then lastly, I used this frames die. This is the scalloped edge frames to create this yellow frame. This is just more of the pattern paper. And of course this piece is, I popped up on some fun foam, and then of course Mary, Joseph, and Jesus are in the background, adhered flat to the card. And then last but not least, I adhered some of these. I've got this dark sapphire mix from Lucy's Little Things. And that finished off card number 5. So that one was a little bit more work intensive, especially with the coloring and the masking. But the images were relatively easy to fussy cut, so that was kind of nice. And then lastly, I really like this pattern paper that we had with the star. And I wanted to incorporate the wise men, but was a little bit not wanting to cut out and color and fussy cut the ones from the stamp set, and plus I thought they were a little large, so I found these. These are actually in my stash. These are from Hobby Lobby. I got these probably a couple years ago. They're Away in the Manger 3D embellishments. And I thought that would just work perfectly with this star scene. And also it's always a good time to kind of go through your stash and use up things that are kind of along the lines of the theme of the kit. So this is all the pattern paper that we got in the kit. I of course used, this is the gold shimmer cardstock that we got in the kit. I used some of my frame dies. This is the frame die from Simon Says Stamp that I use. I really like this frame die. So I cut out these pieces and the inner piece, and of course the little gold piece with that frame die. And it gave me the layering pieces. And then I also used a Hill stitch die from MFT. This is a stitch snowdrifts from MFT to cut out this little piece that the wise men are walking on. Lastly, I used this honeybee stamp, Joy to the World, to get the wise men still seek him sentiment that I used. I heat embossed that in some Simon Says Stamp antique gold. And then lastly, I used some more of my Spellbinders gold mix sequins to just kind of give it a little bit of sparkle all around the night scene. And there you have it. There are my 6 cards that I was able to create using the Simon Says Stamp limited edition religious Christmas card kit. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I really liked making these cards, and of course I'm just always thankful for your all's support and just watching me and helping my channel. So thank you all very much, and I look forward to chatting with you later and for creating some more Christmas cards. So thank you guys, and we'll talk at you soon.